All right, welcome to the good old after work video. Before work, or sorry, during lunch, we were finishing up the lab for studying route policy for BGP communities. So we went through all the verification. Everything was really nice and easy. We'd actually done this one before, but we wanted to add some trace logging messages to get used to using that, because that's going to be a really essential tool to use during the exam. One thing I do want to do is on not on router 2, but on router 1 and router 3, before moving on with this topic, I would like to narrow down the trace options to only give messages as related at the messages that relate to import or export policies in BGP. So I'm gonna put that change in here. I'm just gonna change the flag from all to policy. Okay, and it looks like we've even got more information here. Let's go with detail, just to get everything that we could get. And then on the other side, let's leave off that detail so we can see just how valuable it is. Okay, so router 3 is going to have trace options just for policies, but it's not going to have extra details. Router 1 is going to have the same thing, but with lots of details. So let's do monitor start on that BGP file that I had before. Okay, and now let's go to router 4 and let's get rid of the configuration on it, and then reapply it, and hopefully we'll see some valuable messages that can be, where their value will be immediately obvious on how I could use them during the exam. So here's the one with the non-detail flag. So you can see we received a notification message, so notify received. It's kind of interesting because yeah, it almost looks like we're actually not we're not just receiving the policy messages. It looks like we're almost receiving more than just those policy messages. Yeah, you can see it's been deleted, been created. That's because it's archiving it. So you can see there's a lot more on there. Here we go. Active table set for peer, rib1, start table for priority peer. So we are seeing some extra messages. Looks kind of a bit hard to read, unfortunately. I see nothing really that's going to be kind of really easy to detect during the exam. I did see yeah, so unfortunately, I'm not sure how useful this will be during the exam. Let's see here. So trace options, and it's going to be BGP logs. Perfect. So yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of a bit too much information to filter out. It's just kind of not. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a monitor stop, and then yeah, I'm gonna mark this off and just keep moving on. I think I have a pretty good understanding of routing policy, especially as it pertains um, to communities. So hopefully I can just blaze through this topic. I mean, as I saw on the last video when I did the math, um, I was really kind of spending too much time. So I think on the tail end of this video, what I'm going to do, because I'm done with this topic, is just look through here. And this is still going to be the topic for communities. I'm going to make a new video that's for IPv4 and IPv6. But if there's a lab that needs to be set up, I will do that in this video. Yeah, and it looks like there is. This lab I actually might have done before as well. Aha, yeah, this one I actually did really recently too. This is the one. Yeah, this has a lot of problems in it too, I remember. They all do pretty much. Yeah, I did this one really. This is like the last one I did. So you know what? I did it. I don't think there's a reason to do it again. So let's cross it off and see what the next one is. Okay, so this next one I definitely didn't do. Understanding route filters for use in routing policy match conditions. That I did not do. So yeah, let's make sure that we understand that, because it's going to be important to know for the test. I have a feeling it's not going to be too hard to understand. So this is routing policy for IPv4 and IPv6. So unfortunately, I don't see any IPv6. I wish they would have a section devoted to IPv6 for this, but it looks like they do not, unfortunately. But this is going to be a valuable thing to look up for. I'm not sure what a policy chain is. Is that something I'll need to know? One thing I'm surprised is I didn't learn about the MED too, which I think is going to be a big topic. So if there's no MED, yeah, it looks like there's no MED. Yeah, there's 0 MED on this exam. So I think it's because MED is for more enterprise instead of service provider. I mean, I don't know that much about it. I would like to learn it though, because I know it's a big topic in BGP, but I don't think it's a huge topic in BGP service providers. So unfortunately, I really don't want to veer off the path too much. But this one I think is going to be, this understanding route filters I think is going to be good. Oh, and this is routing policy too. Well, yeah, routing policy. So let's see here. Yeah, nothing for IPv6, unfortunately. I mean, I'm going to need to know that. Here we go. Firewall filter. Well, that's actually firewall filter. That's not going to be routing policy. But I mean, if that's all I got, it's all I got. It might be worth a look. MPLS tagged. based on IPv6 TCP flags. I mean, maybe it would be relevant too because BGP is IPv6. This could be, I mean, these are firewall policies. This isn't routing policy. Um, this is completely different. Okay, firewall batch conditions for IPv6 traffic. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too far, as I keep saying. If I've learned all there is to learn about BGP, I would like to move on. I believe there are going to be things about firewall, yeah, and secure and monitor. Aha, yeah. So this is gonna come up later. So yeah, anything that has to do with a firewall filter, I will be looking at later. So I don't think it's a good idea to do it here. So I think all I'll do in the next video is read through this, but that's the next video I've or then finish this topic, which this video is still being recorded for. So I'm gonna mark this topic as done, which I already did. So the next topic is going to be IPv4 and IPv6 routing policy, and it will just primarily consist of reading this file here and kind of understanding route filters for use in routing policy match conditions. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.